Talk Sport Clips of the Week.
As you've probably gathered by now,
Yes.
by the high level of professionalism in the show,
Well,
Andy isn't here.
It's such a cheat.
Andy isn't here. But before he went, Andy, you were
Yeah.
very kind, and you decided you would give us a best of Fisherman's Blues kind of clips round.
That is right, yeah.
Yeah. So here we go then. We're going to start with our old mate Nigel Botherway, one of his trademark uplifting pre-show openers.
Fish, I love you and respect you very much, but I will kill you before this day ends. And that's this morning's Fisherman's Blues.
Yeah,
Very
cheers.
upbeat. Whatever happened to catch and release?
So what's next, Andy? Nigel Botherway had a special event to tell us about, taking place next month at the Why Usk Foundation's annual meeting in Abergavenny.
One of the things they're going to have there is they're going to have a talk from Kate Speak Adams, who's she's the Wyask Foundation's head of land use. She's just completed a Nuffield scholarship that's taken around the world looking at how farmers manage their soils, and she'll present her findings and what the lessons for the Wyask catchments are, which should be very interesting.
Yeah, I think I got something on that night, Nigel. I mean, it literally does sound quite dry, doesn't it?
It does.
It's a soil-based conversation.
Mario Balotelli's saying he's wearing a Why Always Usk t-shirt.
He certainly will be, yeah.
One of the great features of the shows is the callers, of course.
yeah.
And here's Nigel with one of them now, paying tribute to a famous Abbott and Costello routine.
I had one on a centre pin. I had a 16-pounder on a centre pin.
Oh, well done. I bet that was
all
good
the skin
fun.
off my thumb.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, brilliant. How did you get on?
I didn't get up. I think about 20 pounds was the biggest I had. I was a bit unlucky.
No, Hugh, I said, sorry.
Oh, Hugh had a couple of 30s. I think 30-odd was his biggest.
No, I said you. How did you get on?
you get on, exactly?
You? No, you. This is former Fisherman's Blues presenter Keith Arthur with a lovely, heartwarming story about how he caught his first ever fish.
How did I feel when I caught it?
Yeah.
Excited, because I've never seen it before. So I put it in the jar that I'd taken with me, took it home, and watched it die.
Yeah, lovely.
Cheers. I was supposed to give them back. Not give them back.
Yeah, got to give them back.
Put 'em back,
Nobody
really.
owns them. That's great. So there's a lot of fish death going on. Surprising for these two. But anyway, what's next?
It's Nigel with some worrying news about an angling friend.
Martin got done by a carp on the canal, took him in the bush.
Blimey.
Blimey.
That's always going to be painful, isn't
Must
it?
have been a big carp.
Always going to be painful. Staying with Nigel, this is one of those many moments down the years when the show has descended into carry-on fishing.
Went all night on Wednesday night with a very good friend at Corby Boating Lake, and we had an absolutely fantastic night.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I hope you get your string pulled today.
Oh, that's pretty much on the cards.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so, yeah. Back to Nigel Botherway describing what he gets when he pops into his local fishing shop.
That must be the key to a successful angling shop, is parking. There's nothing... I sometimes go in a tackle shop, for a pint of maggots.
I prefer a Guinness myself.
I know. Not that thirst quenching, but they've got a nice head on them.
They have, yeah. It does seem odd, doesn't it, to buy maggots in pints?
I know.
Bit of an odd suggestion.
All this stuff to fishing people is absolutely normal.
Yeah.
You do buy your maggots by the pint.
You do, that's right. So what's next, Andy?
It's Nigel again, now extolling the virtues of fishing in Canada.
If you're carp fishing in Canada, the fish do show. But, and of course, the tackle shops are fantastic there and always very helpful. And you'll meet, my good mate Martin out there. I just met him on the bank and we became good mates and went on lots of different fishing adventures.
You do realise, yeah, it's
How
quite
big Canada is, don't
quite
you?
a big place.
It's a huge country. The chance of seeing your mate Martin on the bank. I think Paddy Power will give us the odds, but they'd be huge.
It's virtually impossible.
This is Keith Arthur with an update on his social media presence.
I apologise to followers that have signed up to follow me on Twitter. I did have someone posing as me that I've eliminated.
Blimey, don't mess about.
He does
Blocking would do.
killings, doesn't he?
Blocking would do. You didn't put him in a jar, took him home and watched him die, did you?
It's Nigel again, about to chat to an old mate.
Friend of the show and a good friend of mine, Marsh Pratley from Orchid Lakes in Oxfordshire. Good morning, Marsh. Hello, Marsh. Good morning, Marsh. I can see he's there and his lights are on, Elliot, but we've not got him much. Hello, Marsh. Good morning, Marsh.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not there, Nigel. Anyway, we'll come back to that and see how he's getting on.
It's become one of our catchphrases in the office.
Morning, Marsh.
Morning, Marsh.
Now, back to Keith Arthur, reminiscing with a caller about some sadly shelved plans for a new TV channel.
I was actually involved several years ago now with discussions with a budding TV channel that eventually didn't take off. But this was a TV channel that was looking to do exactly what you've done now, but on television, and it was going to be during the day 6 hours of angling shown twice, with during the night 6 hours of porn.
Did he mean prawn?
No, I'm not sure. You don't want to get the two confused. Get 10 minutes of fishing, then the picture got scrambled for some reason. I've come to change. Yeah, it's lots of tackle gags. Of course, we won't go down that route.
Nigel now with the news of a fishing-related injury.
They actually cut the sting off the tail of the stingray so he didn't hurt himself. He was showing it to the viewers, and he said they're really sharp, and he went to touch it against his skin, and by mistake, it was dark, and he actually stabbed himself.
Ouch.
And he had to have a painkilling injection, sort of anti, serum type thing up his backside.
Yeah, too much information there, really nice. Injection would have done.
Medical term there.
Yeah. Keith Arthur again, getting a bit forgetful.
You might remember about how long ago? Just over a year ago, I lost a swordfish.
Blimey, what, down the back of the settee? I think you'd spot it, wouldn't you?
Quite big,
They're massive, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so, really.
Really? Well, I knew it was in here somewhere. Not like your car keys, is it?
Keith Arthur again, getting a bit forgetful.
Oh, we've just done that one.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Andy Jacobs.
Getting a bit forgetful.
Clearly getting a bit good. Yes. Oh, that's marvellous.
That was good, wasn't it?
What's next?
It's Keith Arthur again, getting a bit forgetful.
The great thing is you didn't even mean it. So what is really next then?
It's sticking with Keith, who got a bit forgetful in the last clip. But here he is now, getting rudely interrupted whilst chatting with a caller.
Anybody who wants to know, just go to the Transport for London website, or just Google Surrey Cycle Classic, and you'll be able to download. Go and strangle that cock.
Dear, oh dear.
Slightly better turn of phrase needed, really. Let's see how Nigel's getting on with Marsh Pratley.
Right, Marsh is back, hopefully. Let's see if we can get him this time. Good morning, Marsh. Great TalkSport technology here. Do not put me on clips of the week for this. This is very frustrating. I can see Marsh's lights up, but we're not hearing him. Marsh? Good morning, Marsh. No, I'm afraid the technology here, we're going to have to get a sound engineer in here to have a look at this. Very, very frustrating. But any clues, Elliot? Hello, Marsh? No, great. Absolutely great. Sorry, folks, we'll have to get Elliot to come in here and see if we can get anything sorted, but I'm afraid Marsh is not there. Good morning, Marsh.
Morning, Nigel.
We've got him at long last.
Hey! Morning, Marsh.
That wasn't even him, that was Elliot pretending to be Marsh.
That's the end of the show, Nigel said after that, and they didn't have a tell us Georgie and Quinny next.
Here's Keith getting a bit forgetful now.
No, this is Keith, isn't it?
Yes.
What's he doing, Andy?
He's with a caller and he's attempting to get some contact details.
Oh, yeah.
What's the website, Andrew?
www.
Yeah.
RN.
RN.
AN.
AN.
DR.
DR.
M.
N. N or M?
M for Marine.
M for Marine, okay, yeah.
AA.
AA.
.org.uk.
.org.uk, okay. RNANDRMAA.org.uk.
You got that, Captain.
Fantastic.
If you want to contact me, landline number.
Well, no, don't. I'd rather not do that if you don't mind. Have you got an email address or a mobile number? I'd rather do that than a landline.
That's fine with me, sir. Email.
Yeah.
CACH.
CACH.
ALOT.
ALOT, yeah.
MAXI.
MMAXI, yeah.
At.
Yeah.
Yahoo.co.uk.
Yahoo.co.uk, okay.
So you got CACHALOTMAXI. Yeah.
Okay.
Case lock Maxi.
Yeah.
My mobile number.
Yeah.
07.
Yeah.
954.
954.
022.
022.
644.
644. Okay, Andrew, I've got all that down. I will repeat it.
Oh, please don't. Please don't, Keith.
I've got his phone number if you want.
Yeah. Yahoo! What was all that about?
We're trying to make it a bit more interesting.
And finally, this is Nigel speaking to a guest very recently, actually, about the entertainment at a forthcoming fishing event.
Have you got other entertainment besides fishing? I know you usually have.
In what way?
Well, there's been face painting and all sorts of things like that at some of the ones I've been to.
Yeah, we've got an ice cream van.
You've got an ice cream van. What
Oh,
more
yeah.
do you want? That's not entertainment. I don't know what it is.
That should be a good evening. And Wednesday, the 8th of May at 7:30 p.m, there's another Barber Society meeting, this time the Berkshire Regional Meeting, which is at the Flowing Spring Pub, Playhatch near Reading. There'll be talks there by Len Arbery and Pete Redding. Len's made a special effort to make an entertaining presentation, so I'm sure that's one not to be missed.
Just hang on a second, Andy. I've just got to make a call. I know this is fairly unprofessional, but I must just make a quick call. Is that the Chelsea box office? Yes, Paul Hawksby. I just need to cancel my tickets for the Chelsea Spurs game next Wednesday. I'm sorry, it's the Barber Society. Len Aubrey has got something special on, and I know it's kind of Tottenham and Chelsea's Champions League future, but it's the Barber Society. But anyway, thanks very much. So we can't make it, really. You're still going to go, but I'll tell you what happens, though.
Okay.
I'm going to what I'll do, I'll record it all on my mobile phone lens set.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll play it to you.
It should be tremendous.
I'll play it to you the day after.
There's also going to be a question and answer session hosted by Brian Schoyles, who I hope to be speaking to later on this morning, with Gaz Fareham and Adam Penning. It's free to attend the whole weekend, although the question and answer session, they're asking you to pay £5 for.
That's a deal breaker for me. I'd go to about £2.50 for Schoylesy, but I'm not going £5. I'm not using folding money for Brian Schoyles. No, sorry, Brian. I hope you understand.
To be honest, I think you're right.
Yeah, he did actually speak to Brian later, didn't he, Andy?
He did, and he really whetted our appetite to visit somewhere.
Yeah, he did.
I really think it's going to be special.
It is, and anyone hasn't been to Leamington Lakes, they're it's one of the best places I've ever been to. It's incredible. The landscaping, the toilets and the cafe are spotless. It's just a great place, isn't it?
Yeah, Leamington Lakes, the toilets and the cafe. I'm going to go on to Wiki briefly because they've got the Wonders of the World on there, and I'm just going to add one to it. We've got, hang on, the Colossus of Rhodes, the Hanging Garden, Babylon. Pyramids, it's just
Niagara Falls.
Let's go there. The bogs at Leamington Lake. Citation needed, apparently, but it's on there anyway. It's on there for now if you want to go and check them out.
Sounds good to me.